And now I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Pupil Slicer. Hello, how are you all?
Not bad, not bad.
Good, good.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And of course, tomorrow you will be performing on Knotfest's very own Pulse of the Maggots 2x21 live stream. So were you pretty psyched when you kind of locked down the gig and everything was finalized?
Yeah, it was cool. We've the main thing is we've not got any good live videos of us, and our album just came out, so we're like, cool, perfect timing. Let's do a sick live video and show people that we can play our songs, because there's one video on YouTube that's of one of the worst gigs we ever played, where my guitar strap broke and strings broke, and I was sitting on a chair the whole set, and it was just, there was no energy, and it's awful.
Aww.
And that's the only thing people have seen of us live. So now I was like, right, let's just put loads of effort in and put together a really good set. And I think that's what we've done for tomorrow, and I'm really excited for people to see it.
I love how it's almost a 2-for-1, you know? It's like a redo of that one that's kind of circling around, but it's also, of course, for Knotfest, so it's a nice little comeback to the live stream.
yeah, that would be really cool.
Oh, absolutely. But your debut album, Mirrors, it did come out only a few months back, and I imagine releasing a debut, it's pretty thrilling, but also kind of anxiety-ridden. So how are you feeling about the release now that there's just been some time to reflect on it, and, you can just see how much people are digging it already? Because even when we played that song in the chat, people were just absolutely eating it up.
Yeah, it's been... It was very scary at first. It sort of blew up faster than we were expecting. I mean, we weren't expecting anything like Knotfest coverage or things like that. We were expecting a couple blogs would maybe give it a shout out, and then we were like, cool, we'd be happy with that. We're only making the music because we love making it. But it's really cool, more people getting to hear it. And now it's been a while. We've done more interviews. We've sort of had more time of people feeding back on it. It's just really cool to see people actually connecting with it and getting it, and just, people saying they love the music, and we make it because we love it. We want other people to like it. So
of course.
I think what's more anxiety inducing is in a lot of the reviews, it says, I can't wait to see what Pupil Slicer are going to do next. So I think it's more anxiety inducing it, to make sure we've still got some bangers in the chamber, and that we can try and surpass expectations that admittedly we seem to have set rather high debut. So yeah,
it's a good thing, and we all have hope in you all, so you can nail it.
The difficult second album. No, this is just the English self-deprecation,
Yeah. Although I already feel like the new stuff's completely blows away this album. So
that's awesome. And how about you, Josh? Just kind of reflecting on the release and everything now.
Yeah, not only has it been a debut album, it's been released, we know, where we can't go out and play live shows and stuff around it. We're really lucky we live in the internet age and are able to get out there, do really cool live set things like this. And I think my biggest anxiety is going to be that first live show in front of a few people, because I think the last show we did was about in front of 50 odd people who are all good mates, and kind of community sort of feeling gigs. And I think we've got stuff in the pipeline for next year that we haven't mentioned that's going to be a bit of a step up. But yeah, so it's anxiety about that, but it's also really exciting as well. And I'm sure if we're all confident, we're all going to smash it, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're not as anxious as making out, really.
Yeah.
They always say if you're not anxious, it kind of somewhat means, you might not care if you don't have those nerves. So it just means you guys care a lot on what you're working on.
Yeah.
So that's important. But this record, it really does feature some seriously intense, wicked songs. And you actually commented on your own track saying, damn, this bitch is angry. That was your tweet to your own tweet. So that made me laugh so hard when I saw it. They're literally replying to themselves, and that tweet's stellar. But does it feel kind of empowering just playing such heavy tracks and in a way therapeutic, just getting all your anger
Yeah,
out this way?
it's fun. I mean, that was because I hadn't listened to the album since it came out. So I rinsed the album when we finished making it. So like a year or like over a year ago. So I've not actually really listened to it recently.
Yeah.
I listened to it like the day it came out, just to see, like, have the experience of listening with everyone else. But yeah, I listened to it for the first time again recently. And I was like, this is really cool. It's so cool to be in this band, and I get to shout. And yeah, it's a big sort of energy release. I mean, it takes a lot of energy out of you to do it, but I think it's good having an outlet for that kind of stuff, because I've written a lot of pretty personal stuff on there, and then it's just cool to get to shout about stuff. No one can hear what I'm saying, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it's sort of there's a lot of energy to it, and I think that's the main thing. And it'll be really cool, I think, when we do go out on our first tour next year, like having that energy reciprocated with an audience, seeing how they respond to the songs in the same ways. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting these songs out live, because I think that's what they were made for. That's the setting. It's like we wanted to play these songs in front of people, have fun, and people to have fun. So I think we're really sort of more of a live band in that aspect. So I'm really looking forward to those tours next year.
I know that you were apparently cooking a lot of vegetarian food for the Slicer team while putting the album together. So what were some of the best dishes you either cooked or had during that time?
That's great.
It's such a deep dive.
That is really good.
What I'm here for.
Yeah, so yeah, the guy Adam Taylor of a band called Everest Queen, who engineered the bass and tracked it around my house. He's a vegetarian, so I think we had halloumi burgers, and like a vegetarian Thai curry.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was this. It's nice.
That was like the hottest day of the year when we did it as well. Like on the summer, like 2 years ago. Like there was like a window with a beam of light coming in while Luke was recording bass, and I was like there supervising and like giving notes on the bass as it was being tracked, and I was moving around the room as the day went on to stay out of this beam of light that was like setting the room on fire as it went through.
Yeah, and then ended up just standing here, like right next to it, and I'm trying to track like no, it's a quaver, not a semi-quaver. No, that's wrong. It's a 16-note stop, and I'm like, could you move, please? I'm trying to realise your extreme metal fantasy here thing. So can you like just give me like maybe a meter of room? Would be good.
Yeah, I can just imagine you in the studio talking to like, Mr. Sunlight, you mind moving a little bit?
Well, the studio being my front room, in this case.
Yeah, we tracked everything at home except the vocals and the drums, and
That's awesome.
The drums weren't even like a proper studio. That was like a friend's place. Mike from Monuments. We tracked at like his personal studio in his garden. So yeah, the only actual like I went out to a studio was to track the vocals, which took forever because I could only record like 2 hours at a time before I lost my voice. Which I guess it makes sense because you can't do that kind of thing all day long. But yeah, I did that like once a week for like 2 months, and then the album was done. It was a long process, and we had no idea what we were doing because we're sort of very DIY. We were just sort of trying to bash it all together, and it somehow worked in the end. So hopefully we'll be a little bit more streamlined going into a second album.
Well, you wouldn't have known hearing it back. It sounds very well done, so kudos. But
Thanks.
I really want to say thank you very much for taking the time to come on to Knotfest Daily before your performance tomorrow on Pulse of the Maggots 2x21. It's been awesome being able to chat with you all. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great, Jen.
Yeah, thanks for your time. We're really excited to check out the stream tomorrow and watch the other bands, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
I'd just say that last year I watched Tala on the Knotfest stream and was like, wow, this band's great.
Oh yeah, Tala is sick.
Yeah, Tala are awesome. And I think Mike Portnoy's son plays drums here. That's the right band, which kind of surprised me because I did think, wow, that kid's good. Actually, that kid would be 16 or whatever. But I just hope that some people check out the stream tomorrow and have the same thing, where they might hear Slicer and they might not have heard them otherwise. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
No, it's all about discovering fantastic new or up and coming groups, and we're really happy that you're a part of it. So, again, a huge thank you to Pupil Slicer for coming on today. And one last little reminder that you can catch them all tomorrow on Pulse of the Maggots 2X21, our live stream festival, right here on NotFest Twitch. Again, thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks.